Yeah, you haven't seen my face in a minute, but today, we're gonna be going over my money making methods that I used throughout all the times I got banned. Every time I, you know, did something I wasn't supposed to do. This is my alt. Had like a few hundred hours of playtime. Yeah, currently banned, but it all started with this beautiful, beautiful, glorious little boy right here. I'm not gonna lie. I'm low key lazy to get Skyblock level 7. So you guys are gonna have to skip out on that one. That was just gonna be a bunch of underground craft flips and like a bunch of flips that I used to do before, uh I hate Simon Hypixel. But basically, we're gonna get into method number 2. And actually this method is right behind me. See that and that? Makes me thinking like you're in the hub island for the farm. I'm like, that's what it looks like to the pure naked eye. But really, if you go, I don't have the garden locked. If you go to this garden, I'm just log onto a different profile. Let's say you go to a garden. Look it. And then I don't have a cookie. I can't do anything. Wait, this is bad. You see, you make those farms, they make money. You get pests. Pests, you come in here, you trade them. Once you get enough pests, then you get a bunch of farming fortune. Anyways, use that in a mushroom event, you make good bank. Mushroom, probably about 12 mil an hour. Good today. And then, we'll just get to the third method. The third method is going to be a very good amount of mining. Now, personally, I haven't tested out if the glaciite tunnels is great for mining, but if you're new to mining, let me just, if you are new to mining, then let's say you just have good, like, sorrow, maybe a battle pet. If you have the battle pet, you can obviously go in the underground of the depths of the magma fields, but if not, then you 100% can just chill. You can, what I always did when I was broke and not skilled at the game is I would take my talents to the precursor remnants. I would either kill or powder mine, and then yeah, it actually made pretty good money. But other than that, if you go and find yourself a Mines of Devon, which is over here, but I don't know where my pickaxe is. If we show up to this Mines of Devon, then it's very well that we can easily make money because once you come in here, you're gonna see on the walls there's a bunch of veins of topaz, not topaz, jade. And along with that, it gets better than that because scattered around you see there's a bunch of diamond carts. And these diamond carts, if you have good fortune, you can make upwards of 6 mil an hour if you swap between gold, and diamond, which is pretty good early game if you're new to the game. You finish a jade vein, you drop down, you mine all of this, you do 2 more jade veins, drop down, they respawn. But that's gonna be the mining method for 3 and 2. A little bit of garden, a little bit of mining. We're exploring everything. Everything is getting explored today. Well, we got method 4 here, and you may be like, "Why are you in the auction house?" And I say to you, there's 2 really good money making methods, and one, it really is just typical based off what auction wants and supply and demand, because it is painful to do, and to find a competent crew to do this with, you'll go mind numb. You'll go crazy. You might get sent to Penhurst Asylum. I do not know, but it starts with Kudra, and I can't type, so so there's these things called god rolls, and they're very rare. They're about a 1 in 400. Don't quote me on that, but they've recently dropped in price due to the new rework. But they are still, you can still make upwards of 30 to 60 mil from tier 1 to tier 3 Kuja. It's really, really, really good for money, and it doesn't really fall off. On the side of that, I'm not going to count this as full one, just zealot grinding. You go in the end, you stab a few of those black creatures that are upside down, turn special. But they're very violent, and I don't know why you don't do that to yourself. But that brings us to our last method. And you see that little guy right there? Yeah, that's the fishing NPC. He brings everything you want. Now, there's 2 times where fishing's really, really, really good for money. and other times where it's just okay for money. Those 2 times are gonna be during Jerry fishing, because if you see here, we have baby Yeti pets, and they sell for a decent amount. You can get like 3 to 4 epics an event, maybe 2 legendaries, depending on your luck. You know, 420 magic find will go crazy, and you have like a 7% chance to drop a pet every Yeti. And if you do that with a loot share party, you go crazy. Along with that, there's the red gifts, which sell for about 50 to 60k a piece, or you can open them, try to test your luck for a holly die. But other than that, there's also the other event, which is spooky fishing, and in that case, there's the Grim Reapers that drop soul fragments and deep sea orbs, and those are 2 really good reforges. Or one's a reforge, one's for the soul whip. That's really good for money. They sell for about 10 mil and 1 mil each, and then you can even use that soul whip to go farm sorrows. But spooky fishing is also really good for XP, and I recommend doing that for money until you get about 200 mil net worth. You know, save up. You can get a glacial scythe. Maybe then you can start crimson fishing, and then that's when the real XP and, if you're lucky enough, the real great amount of money rolls in. But I think with those 2 methods out of the way, that might just be the end of this video. You know, I'm coming back. This is the return, the good, the glorious, the return. And with that being said, I think it's time we get out of here.